Park, Hereford picking 3 points up away at Guiseley. What did you make of the performance overall, Josh?
I felt a bit for Guiseley in the first half because that was probably us at the start of the season where we had loads of possession and then you ended up going in at half time 1-0 down. So, but what we wanted to do is just sit in and be solid, sit in a nice 4-5-1 and see what they had. And they had loads of possession, but obviously with our pace we kind of sucked them out a little bit, and then obviously Springboy and Brian got in, and obviously we got the goal from it. So we're pleased. In the second half we probably went a bit more aggressive with our pressing to give them less time on the ball, which was good for us obviously because they created less. So, and then obviously we got our just reward with the second.
Opening goal in stoppage time in the first half. I must ask you for the latest there with the head injury to Miles Story. What's happening?
Yeah, we were concerned. Obviously, I've had a few blackouts in my career, and he was out. I think it was a clash of heads. He's got a big welt on the side of his head, so he's gone to hospital. So obviously they'll be assessing him there, but he was very dazed. I think he was out unconscious for a period. So obviously we've got good medical staff with Aaron and their physio as well. Come on out straight away. So yeah, hopefully he's fine. We'll obviously check up on him because he's in hospital at the moment, and we'll find out the latest.
Well, that enabled you to bring Zeli Ishmael in, which was a bit of a surprise to most of us, having not played since the Spennymoor game. I guess that was a sort of a contract scenario.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be beholden to agents. That's what we're not going to do. The football club's got the resources it's got already, so we don't need to be paying agents for contract fees and stuff like that. So for us, we made an offer. The agent wasn't happy with it, so it is what it is. So we've got a good squad. We've got good players in those areas. So Zelly's gone away. He gave me a ring last week and said he wanted to come back in. And I've got nothing against Zell at all. He's a great lad, and so they give him an opportunity to come back in. And obviously he come on today and did really well.
Feature of the last few games, you've been talking about it. Important to get that first goal. Give then the opposition side have got to break forward, and that gave you more openings, didn't it? Today?
Yeah, we just said, make sure that we're coming at half time, centre half do your job, and the keeper do your job and get us in with a nil against, and they did that. And I said to the front line, you go and win us the game, and they did that. So yeah, it's pleasing. We're working all the time. Obviously, Christian and Ben have been stalls at the back there, and Jan Dexon today along with Patrick. So we've got probably. I mean, that's the first time we've played the same game, the same team in a game of season, isn't it? So now Miles has gone injured, so brilliant. But yeah, so just that bit of continuity helps.
And the pace from McLean, they couldn't seem to handle it. Perhaps should have scored before he did, 30 seconds before, lazing over the crossbar. But he kept at it and slotted that, what turned out to be the killer goal, didn't it, the second goal?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Chorley game, he's probably had 2 clear-cut opportunities, hasn't he? And you're like, oh no. So he's gone through there and you're thinking, probably don't go on the keeper and just slot it, and he's gone round and he's blazed it over, and then you kind of worry for a lad's confidence when he's not been in the back of the net. But what Ryan will give you is work rate and endeavour, and I tell you what, defensively he was excellent today. He sat back, stopped crosses, and then obviously went up the other end, and that chance he scored was probably harder than the one he missed. So no, I was really pleased for him, especially for his confidence.
Back-to-back victories then, how does that feel, moving up the table?
Nice, it's good. I think today we probably played worse in possession than we did last week, to be honest, but I think you've got to find a way of grinding games out, so we did that. So it's pleasing, but we've still got a lot of work to do. Someone showed me some stuff about guys' interview about us saying we're full time and the resources we've got, and we're 2 days a week. Let's just make it clear, we train twice a week. So just so everyone knows, we train twice a week, but we work hard, and we've got a similar budget to them. That's the good out of it.
Back-to-back home games now coming up. Blythe Spartans on Tuesday, and then Chester a week today. That's something you're talking about momentum, talking about building on things. That's exactly what you'll be looking for, sure.
No, we have points targets. To be honest, we've got to the end of our targets, and then we're going to set new ones. And this game for us today, looking at the form we were in when we set our targets, this was for us. It's a tough place to come. And it was tough today. It was tough when we come in last year, and we looked at this as, let's get a point away from home and win your home games. Well, losing the Boston game changed our point tally, so we had to get a win here today. And what the lads did do is that they stuck at it, and they were resilient. But credit to them, they won't be where they are now at the end of the season, so I think they're a good side. I spoke to the leg after the game and said, we've played some teams this year and they're better than a lot of the teams we've played, so they'll be not where they are now, that's for sure.
Any other injuries other than Miles Story today? Seems to be a bit of a bruising encounter, especially in midfield.
Yeah, no, everyone's okay, as far as I'm aware, unless someone rocks up tomorrow. But no, everyone's okay. It's a tough game, so we've had the lads out now doing a recovery. We'll have probably a bit more of a recovery session on Monday. It was nice to see Vinny back because he's been out for quite a while. So especially when they were getting on top in the second half, it was nice to have a bit of experience like that to come in off the bench and just shore things up.
How important is that competition for places?
Yeah, I've said all along, we've got a very good squad, and when everyone's fit, we've got a squad that can do something. So it's nice that everyone's pretty much back now. Obviously, we've got Levy's come out and he's raring to go and he's come on today and did a job for us on the left. Obviously, we've got Vic, Parr, we've got obviously H, we've got Mazzy, who's currently on Afghan duty, so international duty, Afghan duty. Yeah, so they'll be back. So we've got a real good, we've got a plethora of attacking options, that's for sure. So I look forward to it.
Well done today.
Cheers, thank you.